Hey guys, sorry I'm a little late. I realized that I did next Tuesday's training last Tuesday. I was like, wait a minute, I already did that one. Happy almost the end of the first week in December. You guys, we only have 3 weeks left of the year. I hope you are crushing your goals. And if you are not, I urge you to book a mindset coaching call with me. I'm only doing them for free for the next 3 weeks, and I'm not going to ever charge for them. So you're never going to be able to like, hey, can I buy one? No, I'm only going to coach my team after December. But for the next 3 weeks, because I need practice, I'm getting certified as a mindset coach. I'm willing to coach any of you for free. So 1 hour for free with me. You get a recorded video. You get action plans that you come up with. Partnering with me, we co-create them, something that you can put in action today to get busy and see results today. And it starts with understanding the mindset that is holding you back from making the money that you deserve. So I've been doing this for going on my 3 months. I'm getting certified with Kristen Boss. It is incredible. If you're a leader and you're struggling with your team, I'm going to have an affiliate link for you because I'm really excited about this program, and it really, really paid off big time for me. I hit 2 ranks in 2 months, and it's the real deal. So what we are going to talk about today is, and it's kind of backwards because I already did I did last week's yesterday, so I'm going to have to go backwards. But today I'm going to talk about working from a VIP group. Is that what it says up there? Yes. Is that what did I say? Working from a VIP group? Hold on. Okay, well, I'll just change the name of it. So that's what we're going to talk about today, working from a VIP group. I think I'm going to redo the whole training schedule and stick it back up there because I got out of order. So working from a VIP group. The reason why we do VIP groups is because Facebook doesn't want us to sell on our page. We all agreed we wouldn't do that when we signed up in 2008, and now they're starting to hold our feet to the fire and say, you're violating community standards when you sell. So that's why if you do any salesy posts, you get no views, no likes, no comments, crickets. Then you're like, I don't know why people aren't seeing my stuff, because you're putting the salesy posts on your page, and we're not allowed to do that. And they told us. Then they gave us a warning, and you're still doing it. That's why. But in your groups, you are allowed to sell. There's actually functions inside the group that allow you to sell. You can put your stuff up. You can create a little store. They want you to sell in your groups. They don't want you to sell on your main page. So we create a group so that we can kind of do the hardcore selling, think vendor party, things like that. And I love to, when it's time for my downline to start a group, and I wait till they have about 50 new customers. In my team, sometimes that's in the first couple of weeks. So once they have about 50 new customers, then I say, hey, let's invite them all to this group. But before we invite them to the group, here's how leaders, I'm going to tell you to set it up for your downline. So you're going to first set it up for yourself so that you know how it works. So I like to use a scheduling software program. I like to use SenseShare. If you want to know more about that, let me know. I have an entire launch party completely saved in my back office, and I can put that in any group where I'm an admin. So when I started my group, I started with a launch party. So that's where you're having a sales party, like a weekend extravaganza or whatever, where you're selling, or you can call it a launch party, whatever you want. And you do a week-long vendor type sales event in a group, but you don't abandon the group and go to another group and start to make another one. No, that's where you're going to pile people in. So in this vendor group, you use it. God, I thought I saw somebody behind me. I'm a little bit jumpy. Can you tell? It's literally like fingerprints on the mirror. Spooked. But when you start your vendor group, you are going to load it with some products originally. Like I usually do my top 5 products. I do a post about each one. I do, my welcome. I'll talk about setting up the group more. Just get it up. Your cover photo, the group name, and you want to make it private, and you want people to have to opt into it and answer questions. And then you definitely go, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm so distracted today. Then you can get started with your group, load it with the your 5 favorite products or whatever, post or whatever, and they can be a little bit more salesy. They can be stock photos, they can have prices if you want, like they can be a little bit more on the salesy side. Although I'm telling you, if you steer more toward lifestyle type posts, those actually do better. I do both in my group. So in your group, you're going to be 80% business and 20% lifestyle or engagement or interaction and that kind of stuff. Whereas on your profile, you're 80% you, lifestyle, and 20% very curious business. So in your profile, you want people to join, accept a friend request and like scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, thinking, what is she doing? Like, I know she's doing something, but I don't know what company she's with. I don't know what she's really selling. I'm not really sure. You want them to have to dig and look. If they have to dig and look, then you're doing it right. If they know every single product you have, like mine's pretty obvious. We have these proprietary devices. They're very I can't hold one of these up and people not know that I sell this. So there might be some products where people are just going to know what it is. Like people who do the Thrive and there's that sticker, only takes 5 seconds to be like, oh, she sells Thrive. So that's fine. But you don't want to be obvious, like buy my stuff, all my stuff. You should buy this stuff. Like you don't want it to look like a commercial. Okay. You want it to look like your normal profile and that you're just like, I can't believe spraying this on actually helps me look younger and it feels amazing too. And it functions as a setting spray and I'm a double duty kind of girl, whatever. Something like that is what you would say. So you want to load your group with a few products. Then you want to host a launch party. You're going to invite all your old customers. There's going to be like a landing page in there where it says, hey, if you invite 40 friends, you're going to be entered into a drawing for like something big. Like I like to do like $100 toward products or whatever you want to do. If you have something at home you can give away, it doesn't even have to be related to your company if you don't want to. It could be something you got as a regift, whatever. You're giving something away. If everybody will tag or invite their friends, and then you tell them how to invite their friends. So you're not going to, just like I tell you to not hit the share button, I implore you to never hit the invite button again. 2 buttons on Facebook you should never hit as a distributor. Number 1, the invite button, and number 2, the share button. Okay? Share button kills your algorithm, and the invite button assures that person will never see your group. So you want to create an invitation that says, hey, Sarah, love that you've been one of my very first customers. I now have enough customers to start a customer-based group where I'm going to do giveaways and best deals and all of my favorite things. I hope to see you over there. I could really use your support, and a link to join, okay? And then once they get in there should be some questions, like who invited you should be a question. And we're going to talk more about questions later. But go ahead and put that who invited you question so you can keep track of who belongs to who if your downlines end up telling you, or I like to keep I have one group that's just for me. I have another group that's an ATM group for my downlines. And I'll talk to you about what an ATM group is at the very end. Last Thursday of December, we're going to talk about ATM groups. But you want them to come in. You want to do a little launch party. So you guys have all done an online vendor party. It would be just like that. You would schedule posts. You would give them something to look like all week. You'd go live a couple times, do some drawings, some engagement, ask them to invite their friends, and then put everybody in the pot for a drawing at the end. And then after that, you're going to wait 28 days. You're going to when you first make it, you can do this launch party and then you can rename it before 28 days. After it's an older group, maybe 60 days old, I think, you can't rename it, but every 28 days. So if you do the launch party when you first start it, you can rename it immediately after that. And then you're going to name it the name that you wanted to keep. And I talked about this a little bit last Tuesday. Name it something that grabs their attention and they think, ooh, I want to get in there. I made the same mistake everybody else makes with some cutesy name that has to do with my name, which my name is my brand. My LLC is Jennifer Marie, and my .org is also Jennifer Marie. So my brand is Jennifer Marie. However, there's a lot of Jennifer Maries. So when somebody's typing Jennifer Marie, all of our groups come up. So now we really want to make it specific. There's 75 characters. You want to make it very specific to what you have to offer. Think pain points. What pain points are you going to solve in there? something catchy that everybody is talking about who are in your target market, and then go to ChatGPT and say, write me 10 versions of a Facebook group name associated with health and wellness with the current focus on menopause or whatever. And let chat write you and say, I want it to be 75 characters or less. So let chat write it for you, and then pick the one you like and ask chat to give you 5 versions of this one, and then narrow it down to your favorite. Let your customers vote on it and in your group, like let that be a poll, and then name it something that's really attractive. So I went from Living Young with Jennifer Marie, which I am Living Young, and my name is Jennifer Marie, but Living Young is also an oil company, and I've never done oils. So it was confusing to people. So I went from Living Young with Jennifer Marie to What Women Want, Ageless Skin, Age-Proof Skin, I think Age-Proof Skin, and Hormone Solutions. And ChatGPT wrote that for me. And that is something that if people, when there's a suggested group name, once you get to about 500 to 800 people, I don't know what the magic number is, Facebook will start recommending your groups to other people based on the content and the people who are in there. And when it's suggested to you, which one do you think more people are going to opt into when it comes up in that suggested group? Is it going to be Living Young with Jennifer Marie? Or is it going to be What Women Want, Age-Proof Skin and Hormone Solutions? So my target audience is going to click on that 10 out of 10 times, because my target market is 40 to 50. We have aging skin. Our hormones are effing us up from head to toe, inside and out. And when I can cover both those bases, they're opting into this free group to see what it's all about. So that's kind of how to set up the group, like really fast. And then working in the group, what you want to do is you're going to get 80% of your business from 20% of your contact. Just this 80-20 rule is in sales all over the place. So 80% of your sales are going to come from 20% of your prospects, okay? And the 20% of your prospects are the ones who are in that group, who have opted in to already saying, I want to see what she's got. Maybe I've bought before, maybe I haven't, but I want to see more. That's where you're going to get 80% of your business. That's where you need to spend 80% of your time. So I train my team to message directly every single person in their group once a month. So once a month, it's, hey Sarah, happy December. I hope your holidays are shaping up. How's your skin feeling now that we're like everybody's really lost all the humidity in the air? Or how's your hair feeling if you're doing hair? Or are you hitting your workouts if you're, selling shakes or whatever? So you're going to ask a question related to your products, but that you're generally interested in. Hey, what you came to my page, and it's not going to be the same every month. Hey, you jumped on my page for a reason. Tell me what it was. Was it skin or was it hormones? What's bugging you? Ask them a question. But you want to, even if they don't answer it, it's going to push your profile posts into their feed for the next week and a half, depending on if they start to engage. And then ask for engagement in your group. Like right here, you guys, drop where you're watching from, give me a thumbs up if you have a group, and give me a heart if you want a group, and give me a hug if you don't have a group and don't want to use it and don't know how to use it, whatever. So ask them to interact with your lives, ask them to interact with your posts without being engagement. So you can't, without being like engagement bait. So you can't say like, share, like below, comment below. You just say, drop down below a yes or no if you want, or let me know below if you want more information, or who needs to know, that kind of stuff. Like ask, the call to action needs to be curious. If you don't know what engagement bait is, look it up. Engagement bait on social media. It's banned on every platform. And you're probably, if you don't know what engagement bait is, you're doing it. And that's why your posts aren't getting views. So you want to make sure that you are interacting with these group members every single month. So you're going to engage with the people on your profile according to that DMO that I sent you. And if you don't have that, that's DMO Text DMO to 404-436-0446. The reason I do it like this, you guys, is because most of you are not my friends on Facebook. Facebook is not going to let me friend you, and it's not going to let me send you a message. And if I try too hard, I get blocked. And I'm not going to get blocked for trying to give you free information. So if you want it, you got to get it from the DMO. That's my automatic text. That's a whole nother texting program. And Facebook won't flag me for sending you guys all a link for that or a picture or whatever. So you're going to engage with the people on your profile, but in your group, those are your special people who have already said yes to you. Like they already know, like, and trust you. That's why they're in there. So you want to spend some time in there. I love to go live. I go live almost every day, some weeks. And I love to do a get ready with me because mine's skincare. So I love it. And I just ramble, kind of like I do here. I just ramble about my day. I use my devices. I use my, Botox in a bottle. I use all my stuff. I iron my face, whatever. I was just doing it. That's why I'm here in my bathroom. And then I just chat. I just chat about life. I don't necessarily say, this increases collagen production and takes away fine lines and wrinkles. I don't say, this replaces your need for Botox. I don't say that. Some days I do, some days I don't. I just do the treatments while I'm chatting about life so they can get to know, like, and trust me better, or I ask them for their opinion. If I had a fight with my husband, I get in my closed group with a bunch of girls and I'm like, whose husband is a moron? I need to know. What are you doing? Or I really have a sensitive subject I want to talk about. Or I've got on and tearfully cried, I need to know, this is really upsetting me. So these are the people who support me the most. So I ask them a lot, what do you guys want to see in here? What sales do you want to see? What giveaways do you want to see? What kind of fun things do you want to do in here? Like one time it was a bingo. So you can do fun things in the group. Make it fun, make it exclusive, give them better deals than you give to anybody else. As soon as somebody buys from you, hey, thank you for your order. I would love for you to pop up a quick little post for me saying how excited you are to get it. Tag me so I can let your friends know about this. If you love it, your friends would too. And please jump into my group. I'm going to give updates on shipping statuses or updates on pricing coming up, or you can learn when this goes on sale later, or here are more results pictures, find them here, and you give them a link to your group, okay? So you're encouraging them to go into your group so they can find out more information. You're not gonna just hand it to them there if they have to go to your group. You can also do giveaways, which I do giveaways on the weekends because we're not supposed to do giveaways. It's against our community standards in our company. So we're not allowed to do a free toothpaste giveaway, which I do all the time. So on the weekend, I make a post friends only and I do it on my main page. Guess how many tubes are in the box for a chance at a free one? And all of those people guess the box. And then I come back and say, no one guessed it. Now, if somebody guesses it, they never guess it. If somebody guesses it, I say that's a winner, but I still put everybody else in a drawing. Hey, just for guessing, I'm going to put you in a drawing. I'm going to do the drawing in this closed group because I'm not allowed to do it on my main page. Hop in here. It's going to be tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Hope to see you there. We'll see if you're the winner. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to get in there because they want to know. And these are people who haven't even bought from you. So work in your group, create your posts. I post at least 4 times a day in my group. I do let my posts die in there a couple of times. I let it die after Black Friday because it was so many posts. And then just keep the engagement high. Pay attention to what your friends are liking. The cool thing about a group is you can look at insights. You can see who's most active and on what days. So every day I schedule my post based on the most active time, and it changes week to week. So when I'm going into my posts, I go into my engagement and my insights on my group. I write down every day the times that my group members are most active. And then I go back and schedule posts to go up during those times. So I have the most views on the right days. Also, when I go live, if I can, I'll pick the one day of the week with the highest engagement and make sure I go live in there and I talk about something really good. Another thing you can do is take a link, and I think a lot of this is going to cross over for all month because you kind of need to hear it a few times. You can take a link from your live inside your group and you can email it to your entire back office. Hey, I don't know if you've jumped into my group yet, but I just dropped the 5 things you can do without spending any money to prevent wrinkles moving into 2024. I hope you'll come in here and watch it. Some kind of a hook with a link to your Facebook Live that's inside your closed group so that they will go not only watch it and opt into your group, but if they're in your group, they'll watch it, and then your call to action is going to get them to engage with it. When more people engage, your group ranks higher in the algorithm and is pushed out to more people as a suggestion. So you should get to the point where random strangers opt into your group. And yes, Tuesday, I talked about how to get people to organically opt in, which is supposed to be next Tuesday, but I already spilled the beans. So go watch that if you haven't watched that. I have mainly now, I have people opting into my group. And it is, I'm not asking people to join my group anymore unless it's a brand new customer. So I have lots of people opting in. My group at one point was over 3,000 members. I deleted most of them who were inactive, because inactive people in your group, and I can show you how to do that as well. I have a app for that. I have an app that solves all problems once you are a leader and you're making a consistent amount of money. So let me know if you have any questions about that. Groups are tricky. People, I hear a lot of chatter about, oh, my group's dead, I'm not gonna spend time in there. Don't do it. Facebook is still prioritizing groups. Facebook wants you to build a community that is active. If your community is not active, that's why you're not seeing a lot of activity in there. So get them active. Get them doing something in there to get something. Offer them a freebie, a discount, offer them a drawing. Get them excited so that they can boost your algorithm. I love to go in there and say, I just deleted 500 people from my group. Say something here so you won't be next. I do that on my main page too. I love to say for Black Friday, like if I say Friday after you say Black, you get $10 off your next order or whatever. Or, you know, if you say Christmas after I say Merry, or if I say Christmas after you say Merry, then you get, you know, a half price item, or whatever you can give your customers for playing a game with you to drive your algorithm, because it's all about the algorithm, you guys. And if you post something on your main page that does really well, like a meme or a picture or something like that, put it in your group. Don't share it. Post it as a group post in your group, because those people will also react to it too. So I like to put curious me using stuff. So user generated content goes in stories. If you don't know what user generated content is, look that up. User generated content in stories, user generated content on profile. Stories can be more, your group can be more stock photos, sales type posts, and things like that. So it's a place where you're going to use like your image of your products and some details and more information about what you have. So I hope that helps you guys. And I will be on Tuesday probably talking about what I was supposed to talk about today, and we'll just get caught up, and then I'll be back on track. And then next Thursday, I'll be back on track for the rest of the month. So I apologize for that. Let me know if you have any questions. Let's see. Megan says, I have been reaching out to people in my groups and some don't answer me. So they may not answer you, but are they seeing you? Because if they see it, it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter if they ghost you. If you reach out to them and they see it, you're still going to push your post into their feed. Here's the thing. I love to do this. Like if I'm going to sell toothpaste and I'm going to put some posts up on toothpaste, I go make sure I'm interacting with every single person who's ever bought toothpaste from me before. I'm messaging them. I'm telling about them, my sale. I'm doing, whatever. And then they're going to see all my posts. So one touch was I messaged them. Another post is they see it in my group. Another one is they see it in my story because I'm brushing my teeth. Another one is I curiously talked about it on my page. And now they've got the 5 touches they need to go in and say, okay, I'm going to buy it. You know what I mean? So make sure that if they're not seeing it, you're probably not friends with them. So if people are opting into your group organically, there's a lot of people who are not friends and they see my stuff because they interact with me in the group, but I can't send them a message, which makes it very difficult to close a sale, right? So I try to send them a friend request. A lot of them, if they're coming in from Reels and things like that or followers, they might not be able to. And that's why I now have a link that is, I just put my affiliate link in the reply inside my group. Like, hey, Sarah, we're not friends, so I can't send you a message. Here's my link. Or I'll put my own messenger message inside the group. You also want to tag everybody when they enter your group, and I'll talk about that more why. I see people seeing my post, but some don't comment. I see people seeing my posts, but some don't comment. well, you can't see who sees your post. You can see who sees your stories, but not your posts. So what are you seeing? 46 people looking at it, but nobody's commenting? Is that what you mean? Yeah, I think that's what you mean. So that just means you haven't asked for a call to action. You didn't ask them to comment. You didn't ask them to do anything. Like drop a heart if you want to know more. Or they didn't want to know more. 46 people did not want to do more, which means you need to find another product. Sometimes when you have just everybody in your group, if you're just going down your group and you're just inviting random people to see that number go up, you have no idea who these people are or what they want. And so that's why it's real important that you have your perfect prospect, which is several months ago, we talked about how to find your perfect prospect. That person needs to be written down. You need a perfect prospect for like your top 5 products and your business opportunity. They might all be the same, but they're probably different. And then those are the types of people that you are inviting to your group. Because if I'm inviting a 20-year-old into my group and she accepts, she's never going to interact with a single thing I do because I talk about getting old and hormones. So you want to make sure that the people in your group are your perfect prospect. And if they're not, take them out of your group. They don't need to be there. I do have a filter that filters for group engagement, and it tells me who's active and who's not active in my group, and I delete them over time because I don't need inactive people weighing down my algorithm. That is also a paid service, and I do make plenty of dollars to pay for it. So once you're making a certain amount of money, but otherwise just do it by hand. Literally send them a message. Hey, you hopped into my group 2 years ago. Are you still getting value? Do you want to be in there? I need to start deleting people. Do you still want discounts on blank? Because you're asking them to forego any sales or discounts that you have by opting out of that group, and then you take them out. If they don't reply and you're messaging them, I would take them out anyway, because I don't, anybody who doesn't reply to me, even on my profile, if I've sent you a couple messages and you have not replied, then I delete you. Because especially if you're not looking at them, then I just delete because they're not active on Facebook, or it's a bot. Could be a bot. So I hope that helps. Let me know what other questions you have. I'll be answering these. If you want to book a mindset call with me, I'm going to drop the link down below in case you want it. I will be back in town on Monday, and then for 3 weeks, I'm doing these mindset calls, and you guys, they are incredible. I mean, sometimes there's tears. There are, I can't believe I never thought about it like that. And it is all coming from the person, not me. And I am just using these techniques to help them uncover exactly what they need to uncover to get into massive action, to do the next step that they need to do to make money. And it is pretty incredible to watch it happen. So let me know how I can help you guys. Have a wonderful weekend, you guys. Bye.